The world through my eyes. My name is Oliver. I live in a big white building. Some people call it a hospital. Some people call it a place for crazy people. I do not care what they call it. This place is my world now. Every morning I sit by the window. I watch the people outside. They walk fast and never look at each other. They are always busy, always in a hurry. They look sad even when they smile. I remember my days outside. People told lies to look good. They hid their true feelings. They laughed with their mouths but not with their hearts. It made me feel lost and alone. Here inside, people laugh loudly or cry suddenly. They shout at the walls. They talk to the air. It looks strange, but it feels real. No one hides their pain or their joy. Everything is open and clear. I wonder if we are the broken ones. Maybe we are not sick. Maybe the real sickness is outside. People outside wear fake smiles. They play games with each other. They are afraid to be real. Inside these walls we are free. We are not afraid. We show our sadness. We show our dreams. Maybe, just maybe, we are more alive than the world outside. One day I sat and watched the rain. It hit the window like little hands knocking. I saw people outside running with umbrellas. They were scared of getting wet. I smiled because I was already wet inside my heart. A nurse walked by. She gave me a soft smile. She was real. I liked that. Her name was Emma. She talked to me like I was normal. She asked me about my dreams, not about my sickness. I told her that people outside wear masks. Not real masks, but masks you cannot see. They pretend to be kind, but inside they feel jealousy and anger. I said, "Here, we have no masks. We show everything." Emma nodded. She said she also felt tired outside. She said people judged each other too much. They looked for mistakes, not for love. I knew she understood my world. Sometimes I think we are all a little broken. Some of us show it, some of us hide it. But in the end, no one is perfect. Maybe being broken is what makes us human. I sat by the window until night came. The lights outside were bright, but even with all that light, the world looked dark to me. Maybe real light comes from the heart, not from the street lamps. Every morning I woke up to the sound of keys. The guards walked down the hall, their boots loud on the floor. They opened doors for breakfast. I liked breakfast. It was the same every day, bread, eggs and milk. Simple things made me happy. In the yard I sat with the other patients. Some laughed for no reason, some cried without tears. I liked to sit alone and watch the birds. Birds are free. They do not lie. They do not pretend to be someone else. One day a new man came to our place. His name was Mr. Blake. He wore a nice suit and shiny shoes. He smiled too much. I did not trust him. His smile looked heavy, like it was hard to keep it on his face. Mr. Blake asked us many questions. He wanted to know if we were getting better. I thought, better than who? Better than the people outside? The people outside were angry, jealous, and tired. Maybe we were better because we did not hide our true selves. That afternoon, I told Emma, "I feel safer here. I know who I am here. Out there, I would have to wear a mask too. I don't want to lie about who I am." Emma listened. She said, "Maybe one day the world will learn from you." I smiled. I knew she was being kind, but I also knew the truth. People outside were too busy to listen. They cared more about looking good than being good. The days passed slowly inside the hospital. Every morning I sat by the big window and watched the sun rise. The light touched the garden and made the flowers shine. I liked that time. It was peaceful. It made me forget where I was. Sometimes I saw visitors come and go. They brought gifts, but they also brought fake smiles. I could see the fear in their eyes. They looked at us like we were broken toys. I wanted to tell them, "You are broken too. You just hide it better." Mr. Blake often came to talk to me. He said, "The world outside is waiting for you." I smiled and said, "I'm not sure if I want to see it." People outside lie and cheat. They smile when they hate. They laugh when they are sad. I see their real faces. One afternoon, a little girl came to the garden. She was visiting someone. She looked at me and smiled. It was a real smile. It was pure and soft. For the first time in a long while, I smiled back. Maybe not everyone outside was bad. Maybe there was still some good. That night, I lay in my bed and thought deeply. I thought about the world and the people. I thought about myself. Maybe the hospital walls protected me, but maybe they also trapped me. Was it better to stay safe, or better to be free and face the pain? I looked at the stars through the window. They were so far away, but so bright. I closed my eyes and wished to be strong. Strong enough to live among people, strong enough to stay kind, even in a world full of lies. The next morning, I woke up early. The nurses came into my room. They opened the curtains. Sunlight filled the space. It made everything look new and bright. I sat up slowly and smiled a little. It had been a long time since I smiled. Mr. Blake brought my breakfast. It was the same eggs and bread, but today it tasted different. It tasted like hope. "You are changing," Mr. Blake said. I looked at him and asked, "How can you tell?" He smiled and said, "Your eyes are not so sad anymore." After breakfast, I went to the garden again. I sat on a wooden bench and watched the flowers. Birds sang in the trees. Their songs were simple, but they made my heart feel alive. I listened carefully, as if the birds were telling me secrets about the world. Some patients were walking in the garden too. I watched them. I saw sadness on their faces, but I also saw a small light in their eyes. Maybe they were like me. Maybe they were tired of pain. Maybe they were ready for something new. In the afternoon, we had art class. I picked up a brush and started to paint. At first, I did not know what to paint. My hand moved by itself. I painted a big tree, standing alone on a hill. The tree looked strong, even in the middle of a storm. When I finished, Mr. Blake looked at my painting. "This is you," he said, "strong even in hard times." I smiled again, a real smile. For the first time in many years, I believed that maybe I could be strong too. At night, I sat by the window. The sky was full of stars. Each star was like a dream, a small, shining hope. I closed my eyes and whispered to the stars, I am ready. I want to live. I want to be free. Tomorrow would be a new day. And for the first time, I was not afraid. The next day, I woke up feeling different. My heart was not heavy anymore. I looked out the window and saw the sun rising. The sky was pink and gold. It was a new start, and I felt ready for it. Mr. Blake met me in the hallway. He smiled and said, "Today is a special day." I asked why. He said, "Today you can leave if you want." I was surprised. Leave? After so many years? I did not know what to say. We sat together in the small garden. Mr. Blake asked, "What will you do now?" I thought about it. I did not want to hide any more. I did not want to be afraid of people. I wanted to see the world again. Even if the world was not perfect, I wanted to live in it. I told Mr. Blake, I want to help people. I know how it feels to be lost. I want to be the light for someone else. Mr. Blake nodded. You have learned the biggest lesson, he said. The real strength is inside you. It was always there. I packed my small bag. I said goodbye to the nurses and the other patients. They smiled and wished me luck. I smiled back, feeling strong and free. I walked out of the hospital gates and into the big world. The road was long and the world was still full of sadness and lies. But now I was not afraid. I knew I could face anything. I had found my true treasure. It was not gold, not fame, not anything outside. The real treasure was inside me. It was hope, love, and strength. And with that, I started my new life.